Do this one thing, and your specific person will chase you. I know that you are someone who was chasing your specific person before, and now you want this to be changed. You want your circumstances to disappear, and instead you want this person to chase you. Well, this is possible. Everything is possible if you know this one secret of creation. By using this secret, you can do, have, and be anything that you desire in this physical world. It is based upon a law that was introduced by Neville Goddard, which is known as the law of assumption. Many people have created the life of their dreams by using this law. They turned their desires into reality by following a simple practice. Many people change their relationship situations by following this one simple and easy practice that I will be telling you in this video. These people changed their situations. They went from no contact to going on dates with the person of their dreams. Everything that they imagined started appearing in their lives. Everything that seemed impossible to them became possible. It seemed all magical because everything became so easy. They got everything that they wanted, and that too within a matter of days or weeks. Now, what I am telling you appears to be a secret. It appears to be some hidden knowledge, not because this is something that is out of this world or only a few people have access to it. This is not the case. Everyone has access to it. Everyone can use this practice and get what they want. It is not limited to only certain people. Everyone can make use of it. The only thing that stops you from operating this is your disbelief. Yes, your disbelief is the cause that stops you from having the thing that you desire. It stops you from having that relationship of your dreams. It stops you from experiencing the situations that you desire. Now, I can tell you that it has worked for me, and it can work for you as well. But only a few people use it in their daily lives. Only a few people benefit from it. This is because only a few people believe it. What if I told you that the physical reality that you are experiencing right now is just a creation of yours? The things that you face, the situations that are joyful and hurtful, the behavior of people, the house that you live in, the body that you have, the financial situation that you are in, the social circle that you have, your achievements and failures are all creations of yours. Now, this might sound a bit strange and uneasy for some people because they cannot blame anyone for their situation. If everything that they experience is their own creation, then the only person that needs to be blamed is them. They can no longer complain and live in a victim mentality. Even the way their specific person behaves with them is created by them. Does this sound a bit uneasy to you as well? Does this sound like you are the cause of the problems that you face in your life? Well, I know that many people who hear this for the first time disbelieve it. They want someone else to blame for the situations of their lives. They want to blame their parents, siblings, friends, ex-partners, society, government, or even God for the situations in their lives. Blaming is so easy. Living from the victim mindset is so easy. And that is why many people disbelieve it and think that others are responsible for their lives. Now, the funny thing is that when situations go wrong, people blame everyone but themselves for it. But when the situations are going great, when they achieve something, when things are working beautifully, then they give credit to themselves. They acknowledge that they created it. They achieved it, and they are responsible for the successful circumstances. Does this sound like a common story? Do you see this happening in your world? Do you see this as a common thing among the people that you meet? I am sure that you have seen this as a common phenomenon in your life. Almost 99% of the people live this way, and that is why only less than 1% of people manifest what they want in their life. It is not like the 99% of the people cannot manifest. It is just that they don't believe that they can create their own circumstances, that they can be, do, and have what they want. This is the reason why you see this knowledge only circulating among certain people. Also, out of these few certain people, only a tiny percentage of people live by this. Only a few people follow this practice to bring changes into their lives. The practice is imagining. Yes, your imagination creates the circumstances of your life. You often hear that everything is possible for God. Also, you have heard that God is within you. Keeping these two things in mind, Neville Goddard found God to be his imagination. He tested it in his life. Whatever he imagined appeared in his reality. With imagination, everything became possible, and it was within him. He shared this phenomenon in his lectures, and many people benefited from it. They achieved what they wanted just by imagining. Even in today's time, people are benefiting from it. Now, if you tell another that their imagination creates their reality, then they disbelieve it. They will tell you that they have imagined sleeping next to a celebrity, and it has not come to pass. They will tell you that they have imagined kissing that man or woman, and it has not appeared in their life. Well, they are telling you the truth, but it is their truth. It happened to them only because they didn't believe it. Right now, you can close your eyes and imagine that you are the person that you wanted to be. Maybe you want to be a celebrity, and you want to become famous. So, close your eyes and imagine that you are famous and you are adored. Now, when you open your eyes, your senses will show you that you are still sitting in your room. If you walk outside of your house, no one recognizes you. Your social media following only includes your friends and family. In the eyes of everyone, you are still a common person that is only known by a handful of people. You will say that you imagined it, and it has not come to pass. You will say that your imagination does not create your reality because you haven't become a celebrity. So, you disbelieve it. So, is it all a lie? Is everyone that shares with you that they manifested things by imagining they were lying to you? Is that the case? Well, I tell you that it is not true at all. Everyone speaks from their experiences. Everyone tells you a story. They will tell you what they believe and disbelieve. So, no one is lying to you. They are just sharing what they experienced. The person who failed is just telling you their story of failure. This is common. Many people fail at applying this law and don't get what they want, and I don't want you to be one of them. I will tell you why they fail and what you can learn from them and apply in your own life to succeed at manifesting your desire. As I already told you that imagination creates your reality, then the first thing that you have to do is imagine. Now, if you want a person to chase you, if you want them to become obsessed with you, then you have to imagine them chasing you. You have to imagine scenes in your mind where they are chasing you. This is what you have to do. Now, many people who fail will stop at this. They will just imagine it once, and the moment they open their eyes, they will start looking for evidence. Like, if someone was blocked by their specific person and they imagined this person chasing them. So, when they come out of their imagination and open their eyes, the first thing they do is open their social media and search for their specific person's profile, and then they get disappointed by the evidence of their senses. They cannot find this profile because they are still blocked. Now, they start believing that this does not work, and they stop imagining. This is the approach of failure. You have to avoid this approach. Instead, if you want them to chase you, you have to imagine that they are chasing you. After playing your imaginary scene, you have to open your eyes and live your life as if your specific person is chasing you. You will have the urge to look for evidence. You will have the urge to call them, and you will have the urge to check their social media profile. But you don't have to do it because this is not what you do if they are chasing you. Although your sense sees that you are still blocked and they are not sending you flowers, asking you out on a date, and showering you with lovely compliments, you still have to believe that they are doing all of this. You have to imagine that they are doing this. You have to form a mantra, like they are chasing me. They are madly in love with me. Every time a doubt appears in your mind, you have to repeat this mantra within you. Internally, you have to say, they are chasing me. They are in love with me. You can create any mantra that seems familiar to you. The point of creating this mantra is to live from the state of already having your desire. The point of repeating this is to stop accepting the evidence of your senses and to acknowledge your imagination as true. The people who successfully deny their present circumstances and live as if they already have what they want and manifest the reality of their dreams. This is what sets apart the 1% people who manifest what they want from the 99% people who disbelieve it and blame everyone for their circumstances. Now, I am not telling you that you won't have failures. Many times people face failures, and they face it because they are not ready to change their dominant beliefs. They are very well aware of what is stopping them from having it. If they become completely honest with themselves, then they recognize what is stopping them from having it. Like, I had a friend who was just 21 years old, and they got involved with someone who was a single parent with a kid who was 10 years old. Now, although they were able to manifest dates, getting intimate and having that pleasure time, they were not able to get that long-term commitment from them. They were in this secret relationship, and they came from an Orthodox family. Now, the idea of having friendship, getting involved physically, and hanging out seemed as easy for them. But turning it into a commitment was like fighting with their dominant beliefs and changing them. There were a set of beliefs that they had to change in order to manifest that outcome of long-term commitment. They shared this with me. They told me that the cost was very high as compared to meeting someone new. For this relationship to become something different, they have to change their beliefs about their family, their partner's family, their partner's children, their friends, and society. Becoming a parent of a 10-year-old child at the age of 21 seemed to be a very illogical thing. So, they stopped pursuing it, although they manifested those dates and fun. They let this relationship go because they knew that the world is abundant, and they would find someone else that would align with their present belief systems about marriage and long-term commitment. Now, you might judge this person. You might say that they failed at manifesting that outcome. But it was their choice. They knew it was possible, but they had to undergo many changes. They made a decision. They failed at this particular manifestation, but they manifested that someone new adores them, and their families are happy with this relationship. They are happy as well. They were not manifesting to prove someone else. They just did what seemed correct to them. Now, you too, when manifesting something that appears to be hard, will get aware of the beliefs that are stopping you from having them. You too will recognize the belief systems that you have to change. Now it's up to you if you want to change them or not. It's all your call, it's all your choice. What you believe in manifests in your reality. You can make them chase you. Just live with the idea that they are chasing you, that they want you, and they cannot live without you. Continue living with this idea despite the circumstances that you are facing right now. Ignore the evidence of your circumstances, and you will reach there. You can take the help of guided meditations to reach the state where you already have that person. I have designed one such meditation that will manifest a call from your specific person. You can find it by clicking on the first video that now appears on the screen.